This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Ready?
Now Burrow on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 49 yards there, a big one.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, L.A. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You talk about this Rams defense. Right now, they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
27 yards there, a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man right side to St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Swift. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll run with Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here we go. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second and 10. Now it's Burrow. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here we go. Here's 3rd and 9.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Swift going to try up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Back to the running game with Swift. Busts through the tackle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Atwell now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Motion left, Cup. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. For the Rams now at 2-5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move
11.
Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
They'll run on first down with Akers to the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And a catch right side by Evans. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
I just think that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Gun.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Rams! Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Rams are once again back in front. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
But first down hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's got room. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the gun, here's Swift. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out there?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game. A swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Flushed out right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now, because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Atwell now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened.
He's got him in. complete. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
They'll run with Chubb. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Burrow going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
So given 3 on that drive, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. There he goes, left side. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 75. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Atwell now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the